Hey everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome to Crafty Saturday. It is so good to be here this morning and it's great to see everyone. I'm going to hang out just a few minutes and talk to you while we wait to see who else is going to join us. Is it raining at your house? It's raining here. I was really surprised because I didn't think it was going to rain, and it's truly much cooler out than it has been for the last few weeks. So I'm going to love this little reprieve in our weather. Good morning, Janice. It's good to see you. Crystal, hi, welcome. So in my post last night, I said something about this was going to be the last Crafty Saturday of July. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'm not going to end. But this is why. Right here, I'm not going to have any more Crafty Saturdays because I'm going on vacation. And it's not just any vacation. Courtesy of Stampin' Up!, I earned the Alaskan cruise last year. And it begins in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday, I will be on a ship going to Alaska, and I am thrilled, more than excited. Look at all this cool stuff. We got luggage tags, and here's our name badges. I'm taking my sister with me. Isn't that awesome? That's gonna be great. I haven't told her it's a cruise yet. She's deathly afraid of boats, so this is gonna be exciting. And then look at this itinerary, this beautiful book. I expect nothing less from Stampin' Up!, right? I mean, look at the little lumberjack, right? And it looks, he's got his little ear flap hat on. Very, very cool. Look at this beautiful book. This is our itinerary. Oh, I think I'm going backwards. There's the front of it, right? So I'm so excited. I really am. Can't you tell? I don't even know which way I'm going. I'd probably get on the cruise and go backwards. That would be me. Okay, so it's our cruising adventure book, and I'm just thrilled. Look at this. Isn't he adorable? I mean, he's really cute. So, Into the Forest I Go to Lose My Mind and Find My Soul by John Muir. Fantastic. Now, you might say, but wait, Michelle. There's one more Saturday between now and when you leave for your trip. And you're right. This time next Saturday, I'm going to be on an airplane traveling home. That's right. I'm going home for the first time in 21 years. I grew up in Spokane, Washington, and I haven't been home since the lad was a tiny infant. And so I'm very, very happy and just ecstatic. My parents are going to join me there. So really, whoops, that one's upside down. I'm going to be traveling with my family for 2 weeks. We'll see if I survive. I'm not sure if I will, but hey, we will definitely give it a try. My sister's going to join us the last 2 days. She and her family were going to join us, but my brother-in-law, if you remember, blew out his Achilles tendon, and so he won't be able to go. But we're going to have a great time in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, soaking up all of that Pacific Northwest goodness. Oh, I miss it. Anyways, just a quick reminder, July's club is still happening, even though I won't be home. Everything's ordered. I've got a friend who's going to take care of the details and getting it all set up for us. But club in person is July 30th. That's a Monday night. Okay, so it's just you and me and the dogs, and we'll do a little tropical escape, because let me tell you, coming back from dry Pacific Northwest to tropics is going to be rough. But we'll celebrate with club. And if you need it to go, you are so welcome to get the club to go. I ship it all out to you. It comes in a nice, not overnight, but priority box. It is yours, and this month's club will ship out on the 30th. You'll have a full pack of these Whisper White small Memories and More note cards and envelopes, a full spool of the Granny Smith textured weave ribbon, that's hard to say, textured weave ribbon, a quarter pack of the Tropical Escapes Designer Series paper, and a full pack of these really awesome faceted dots. Okay, club in person is $27, and to get it to go, it is only the additional cost of shipping. Okay, so now let's get down to details. We're going to start off the Christmas season by using one 12 by 12 sheet of Designer Series paper to make this fabulous card. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I love it. So this fabulous card, this cute little bag or box, and of course, no naked envelopes. Okay? So this is our task for this morning. A card, a bag, and an envelope out of one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. We're using the Under the Mistletoe paper, and this, by the way, is part of that buy 3 get 3 free. Buy 3 get 1 free. My goodness, wouldn't that have been awesome? Buy 3 get 1 free Designer Series paper sale that's going on through the end of July. So I am using this paper for the retreat that I'm teaching up in Boston in August, as well as, here's a hint, August's Card Club. That's right, August's Card Club is already prepped, people. I can't wait. Good morning, Michelle. It's good to see you. In addition to the Under the Mistletoe paper, we're also going to be using this new Christmas stamp set that's found in the annual catalog, and it's called Stylish Christmas, and it is gorgeous. Okay, so this is what we're using today. We're going to be using it in the August Card Club as well. August kicks off our Christmas Card Club. So, are you ready? I'm going to set this aside. I've got my directions right here, and I need to get my trimmer. Hold on. Okay, so I have my Stampin' Trimmer. I'll take up my whole desk. And we're going to use a different piece of paper. Look at these pretty poinsettias. This is a pretty large pattern. On the back, we've got this really pretty plaid. Kind of looks like that Stampin' Up! Guy. Okay, so we need to take this piece of 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Again, this is Under the Mistletoe. And we're going to cut it at 5.5 inches. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. And this large piece I'm going to set aside. Okay, if I lose it, remind me it's in my basket, okay? Good morning, Anne. It's good to see you. Thanks for sharing. And I'm going to put the trimmer away. And I have my Simply Scored tool. Now, I know that you can score on your trimmer, but I prefer my scoring tool. I use it all the time, and I can't live without it. This is, you know, they asked, there was a survey once, what is one tool, what is one Stampin' Up! Tool you can't live without? This was my top, okay? So, we don't usually use Designer Series paper for our card base, okay? But it's really, really nice. So this is 5.5 by 12. Okay, and we're going to score it. If you're using your scoring tool on designer series paper, your stylus has a large ball on one end and a small ball on the other. Use the big one and don't press too hard. You don't want to go right through your paper. We're going to score at 4 1/4 and 8 1/2. Now remember, all these measurements will be on the blog later, okay? So don't worry about writing them down. I'll have them all for you. Now, take your bone folder and just fold that in. Okay, so this is what our card's going to look like. It's going to open, and then you're going to have a little inside flap. Okay, now I've cut some paper, and let's do the inside first. So I'm using Real Red and Whisper White, and this is the Stylish Christmas. It has a beautiful, beautiful swirl. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for now, and I'm just going to work on my piece of Whisper White. This is my old stamp pad. I didn't grab the new one. Okay, and I'm just going to ink that up. Can you see? I'm sorry if I was off camera. It's a reach for me. Okay, and I'm going to stamp off once because I don't want it to be so bright. And I'm going to add just an accent piece here. Remember, for these bigger stamps, take your ink pad and just flip it over. That's what it's there for. Okay, stamp off again. Okay, that's the inside panel for our card, and I'm going to set that aside. And this will be, you know, where you write your sentiment or your greeting. Okay, and I have my snail. Oops. And remember, if you live in the South, a little extra snail goes a long way. Okay, this measures the Whisper White. So the red is 5 1/4 by 4, and the Whisper White is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, and then we're going to just tack this on the inside. Okay, find your score lines. It's a little difficult on that plaid. Okay, there's your inside. Now, let's do this panel. The inside panels, the inside panel and the front measure 4 by 3 is what it is, okay? And let's find that poinsettia and our Whisper. Why do I keep calling this Whisper Red? I guess because it's quiet and I don't want to wake up the dogs this morning. Okay, this stamp set is one of those new distinctive stamp sets, and it's awesome. It gives the impression of two-step stamping on a single stamp. Okay. Oh, look what I did. I didn't get enough ink on there. So, and that piece is dirty. Guess what? I cut extras just in case. All right, let's try again. And I'm going to stamp that up close to the top. Oh my goodness. That shouldn't do that. All right, when in doubt, grab this is that piercing mat, and I always use it, and I wasn't using it this morning. Okay, let's see. Wow, all that paper's dirty. Okay, I've got a few more pieces. Let's not waste too many because I had to go cut some more. Okay. There we go. If you're not stamping right, if your images don't seem to be coming out right, just grab that piercing mat and give it another go. That extra cushion underneath makes all the difference. Okay? Now, remember, I always try it out first, and that's a good reason because it would have been upside down. Okay? I love the sentiment. May the beauty and joy of this season fill your heart. Is anybody else getting in the Christmas spirit? We should have some like Christmas music going. I thought I'd sing to you this morning, but maybe another day. Okay. This panel's going to go right here. And we're going to offset it just a little bit, so don't put your snail right on the edge, okay? Because you don't want it to stick. Okay. And then one more panel. And on this one, we're going to stamp Season's Greetings. This is Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Okay, again, give it a good test. Season's Greetings, right down here at the bottom. And one more poinsettia. Bring it up close to the top because we're going to take a ribbon through there, okay? All right, I'm going to put my ink aside because we're done stamping for now. Move those. If I don't move those, you know what will happen? I'd stick my arm right in it, and then I'd have this red splotch all day long. It'd look like I was bleeding. Ask me how I know that. Okay, now layer your panel up, and I have my basket of embellishments we're going to use. See, I've got these little baskets. It's awesome. I have this, that seems like a big piece. This is Whisper White with Silver Metallic. Now, we're going to make this a little fancy. Where are my snips? There they are. Then I have this silver baker's twine, and I'm just going to cut off a piece. And this particular trick is really good if you have 3 hands or a friend. Okay. I always thought that, you know, God should give new mothers a 3rd hand, because there just wasn't enough. And maybe crafters need one too. Okay, so we're going to take this, and what we're going to do, and this is satin ribbon, so it's a little bit slippery. We're going to tie a knot. Okay, and I'm going to pull that tighter, but I wanted to get my knot started. So if you have a friend or a boyfriend or a spouse who happens to be walking by and has an extra finger they can loan you just to tie that knot, that would be great. Not necessary, okay, but it will, if you're struggling, just find a friend. Okay, I'm going to trim those ends. I'm going to trim that. Woo! Going to throw it off my table. Those are a little too long, so I'm going to trim those off. Throw that aside. Oh my goodness. Look, we've taken that really big, busy print, and we're going to tone it down by, by covering it up. I know, kind of silly, but like that. I do. Okay, and then you open it up. Oh, we're not done. What have we got? Okay, I see that everybody's typing. Look, I have a brand new pack of rhinestones. That rarely happens. I'm very excited. I might use them all day. Okay, so we're going to add, on our poinsettias, there are 3 different size dots in the center. So I thought we would use 3 different sizes of the rhinestones, just to make it cool. I've got an extra one there. I really like that the rhinestone packs come in the 3 different sizes. It adds such nice variety. All right, so I have this extra one I'm wearing. It's that little one. What's the weirdest place you've ever found a rhinestone when you were done crafting? I've worn one on the bottom of my foot for a day. Didn't even know it. I found some on my dog. There we go. So our card is finished. This is a 3-panel card made with a 5.5 by 12 piece of designer series paper. Look at that. And then you have a place to write your greeting or your sentiment. Someone is absolutely going to love getting that card from you. All right, now remember we've got this piece of paper left. Let's make our bag. So I'm gonna get my trimmer back out. Sorry for the crashing. Lots of noise over here. Oh, I don't need the pad. Okay, so now, there we go. My paper measures 6.5 by 12, and I want this to measure 9.5. Okay, so I'm going to cut off, measure 9.5, and I'm going to put this aside. What do you think that piece is going to be for? And then, I really like that shelf under my desk, but it's kind of noisy, isn't it? Okay. We're going to score this horizontally every 2 inches. So at 2, 4, 6, and 8. Again, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Then turn it horizontal or vertically, sorry. And we're going to score just one time at 2. Grab your bone folder and fold and burnish on all of those score lines. Sorry, didn't mean to make you sideways. Now, it's kind of hard to see on this paper, but here's your 2-inch mark, and you've got a 2-inch mark all the way around. I want you, please, to take your snips and cut straight up all the way to the 2-inch fold. Okay? Don't go past it. Straight up to the 2 inches. There we go. And if you want it to lay nice and flat, you can take and just cut out just a little sliver. See that? It's tiny. Just take that little sliver right out of one panel. And that's going to help your flaps stay neat and not have so much overlap. Okay, this is the bottom of our box or our bag. Okay, so you have a 2-inch panel and a 2-inch panel and a 2-inch panel and a 2-inch panel, and then this is not a 2-inch panel. So on the one that's not a 2-inch, we're going to cut that rectangle completely off the bottom. Okay, so it's 1.5 inches and it's smaller, and we don't need that one. So that's just trash. Okay? On this 1.5-inch panel. You can use your snail or you can use tear and tape. Okay, this is lightweight paper, so I probably would be happy with just snail. And watch, leave it laying down, fold it straight over. Pretty nifty. Okay, then we're going to take, see this is going to fold right in. Okay? So on 3 panels, and here's one. And just glue it down. I'm going to add a little bit here. Okay, and there's your box. And all I did to get the top was pinch it in slightly. Okay, now what could you put in that little thing? I don't know. You could do cookies, a little cookie, or you could do chocolates, or maybe a necklace. I have some real red 1/8 inch ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap this around twice. And then tie a knot. You know, this is pretty nice ribbon for it being so thin, and it's not too satiny, so it's going to hold a nice knot. Okay, now, you know Stampin' Up! Always has some really awesome Christmas trinkets or something. So I can just imagine when we get the new holiday catalog in Alaska, that we'll find some new trinkets that will look really cool with that. Okay, but you could add a little tag, you could tie a little bow. I wonder if this ribbon curls. Let's see. Oh, it does. Hey, look at that. You could give it a little curl. It's not super curly, but I'll bet if you had a little longer strands, you could do that. Okay, that's pretty neat. Last thing. Oh, hold on. I have to get an envelope. It's sitting right here. Don't go anywhere. And I'm back. Thank you for watching. Okay, so remember we've got 1 strip left. And we're going to take our snail and go all the way around as close to the edge of that envelope flap as you can get. And a little in the center. I'm having trouble seeing the white this morning. There we go. Okay. And just take your snips. We've done this before. And trim it off. You know, you can do this little project. I think I'm cutting my envelope. With birthday paper. You could do it with that pretty cute Twinkle Twinkle paper. This project would be great for any kind of special occasion, because you've made a beautiful card, you've made a very cute gift bag, and a matching envelope. And it really didn't take us very long, 30 minutes, right? Just 30 minutes. So, in less time than it would take me to pop down to the store, we've got very cute card, bag, and envelope out of just one piece of designer series paper. I hope you enjoyed Crafty Saturday this morning. I have really enjoyed crafting with you, and I'm really going to miss you for the next 2-3 weeks. But I promise there are blogs planned. There will be tutorials every day. And you just never know when I'm going to pop up and say hi. All right? So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Without you, I wouldn't be able to go on this amazing trip with my friends and fellow demonstrators and to be able to take my sister on this trip of a lifetime. You, my friends, are the reason I do this, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, this is Michelle Irene with MakingMemoriesWithMichelle.com, and have a crafty Saturday. Bye-bye.